Welcome to my channel. Today, we will be exploring the art of mastering basic knife skills. Have you ever found yourself pondering on how to maneuver a kitchen knife correctly? Well, you're in luck. Knife skills form the bedrock of culinary arts. They are the key to cooking that is safe, efficient, and effective. It's a fact that these skills are often underestimated, leading to avoidable accidents and blunders. Picture a novice cook, enthusiastic to create a culinary masterpiece, but lacking the knowledge of how to handle this indispensable tool. Or an innocent child in the kitchen, reaching for a knife. Misuse of a knife not only can result in accidents, ranging from minor cuts to severe injuries, but can also spoil the quality of your food, altering the cooking time and even the flavor. It's indeed that significant. But there's no need to panic. Gaining mastery over knife skills isn't as intimidating as it might sound. The recipe for becoming proficient is simple: knowledge, practice, and a sprinkle of patience. So without further ado, let's plunge into the fascinating realm of knife skills and discover how to manipulate them in a manner that is both safe and efficient. First things first, we need to know our tools. Not all knives are created equal. The chef's knife, also known as the cook's knife, is the workhorse of the kitchen. It's typically 8 to 10 inches long, with a broad blade that tapers to a point. The chef's knife is your go-to tool for a wide variety of tasks, from chopping vegetables to slicing meat to mincing herbs. Its weight and balance make it a versatile choice for both heavy-duty and delicate tasks. Next, we have the paring knife. This knife is much smaller, usually about 3 to 4 inches long. It's perfect for more precise tasks like peeling and trimming fruits and vegetables, deveining shrimp, or slicing small items like garlic cloves. The bread knife, with its long serrated blade, is designed for cutting through crusty bread without crushing it. But it's not just for bread. It's also great for slicing through soft fruits and vegetables like tomatoes or peaches, where a smooth blade might slip. A boning knife, with its thin, flexible blade, is designed for removing the bones from poultry, meat, and fish. Its flexibility allows it to get in close to the bone, making it easier to separate the meat. The utility knife, as the name suggests, is a versatile tool. It's smaller than a chef's knife, but larger than a paring knife, making it a great middle ground option for a variety of tasks. And finally, we have the cleaver. This heavy, wide-bladed knife is designed for chopping through bones and tough materials. It's not a knife you'll use every day, but when you need it, there's no substitute. Each of these knives has a specific purpose and excels in certain tasks. Using the right knife for the job not only makes your work easier and more efficient, but also safer. A dull or inappropriate knife can slip or require more force to use, increasing the risk of injury. Knowing which knife to use can make your kitchen tasks much easier and safer. Now that you know your knives, it's time to learn how to hold them correctly. The manner in which you hold your knife matters. It significantly determines your control over the knife and, by extension, your safety in the kitchen. The most commonly recommended and arguably the most effective grip is called the pinch grip. So what is this pinch grip? Picture this: your thumb and index finger pinching the blade of the knife where it meets the handle. Your other 3 fingers are gently curled around the handle. This grip allows for maximum control and precision. It may feel a bit awkward at first, especially if you're used to a different holding style, but with a little practice, it'll become second nature. Why is the pinch grip so important, you ask? Well, it's all about control and safety. When you hold your knife this way, you're able to maneuver it more easily and accurately. This means less effort in slicing and dicing, and a reduced chance of your knife slipping or going off course. Now let's talk about the risk of injuries. Improper handling of a knife can lead to accidents. And trust me, a kitchen accident is never a fun experience. By using the pinch grip, you're minimizing the risk of the knife slipping and causing an injury. It's also worth noting that the right grip can help prevent fatigue. If you're preparing a large meal or cooking for an extended period, the last thing you want is a sore hand. The pinch grip, by providing better control and requiring less force, can help keep your hand comfortable and your cooking experience enjoyable. So, the next time you pick up a knife, remember the pinch grip. It might take a bit of getting used to, but the benefits are worth it. Better control, improved safety, and less fatigue. Remember, a proper grip is the foundation of safe and efficient knife handling. Holding the knife right is just the start. Let's move on to some cutting techniques. In the world of cooking, how you cut your ingredients can make a big difference in the final dish. Today, we'll be focusing on 3 basic cutting techniques: slicing, dicing, and chopping. First up, slicing. This technique is all about precision. Imagine you're cutting a loaf of bread or a ripe tomato. You want thin, even slices that will cook evenly. The key here is to let the knife do the work. You don't need to apply too much pressure, just a steady sawing motion. And remember, always slice away from your body to avoid any mishaps. Next, let's talk about dicing. This technique is perfect for when you need your ingredients to be a uniform size, like for a salsa or a mirepoix. You'll want to first create slices, then stack those slices and cut them into long, thin strips. Finally, cut across those strips to create neat little cubes. Dicing not only ensures even cooking, but also adds to the aesthetic appeal of your dish. Lastly, we have chopping. This is probably the most common technique you'll be using in the kitchen. Chopping doesn't require the precision of slicing or dicing. It's all about getting the job done quickly and efficiently. Whether you're chopping an onion for a stir-fry or a bunch of herbs for a garnish, keep the tip of the knife on the cutting board and rock the blade up and down. This rocking motion will help you chop quickly without sacrificing control. Remember, these techniques are not just about making your food look good. They play a crucial role in how your food cooks and ultimately, how it tastes. Different cut sizes can affect cooking times and how flavors meld together in your dish. Mastering these techniques can significantly improve your cooking efficiency. So grab your knife and start practicing. Happy cooking! A well-maintained knife is a chef's best friend. Let's talk about knife care. A blade that's kept in good condition is not only a pleasure to work with, but it's also safer. Why, you ask? A sharp knife requires less force to cut through food, reducing the risk of the knife slipping and causing an injury. So, how can we keep our knives sharp? There are two ways: honing and sharpening. Honing realigns the edge of the blade without removing any material. This should be done frequently, even after every use. Sharpening, on the other hand, grinds away part of the blade to create a new edge. It's a more aggressive process and should only be done when honing is no longer effective. Now let's discuss cleaning. While it might be tempting to just toss your knife in the dishwasher after use, this is a big no-no. The high heat and harsh detergents can damage the blade, not to mention the risk of it banging against other utensils. Instead, wash your knives by hand with warm, soapy water. Dry them immediately with a towel to prevent any rusting or staining. Remember, never leave a knife soaking in the sink. Not only can this damage the knife, but it's also a hidden danger for anyone reaching into the water. Storing knives is also crucial to their longevity. Don't just throw them in a drawer where they can get chipped or dulled. Use a knife block, a magnetic strip, or individual blade guards to store them safely. This not only protects the knives, but also keeps them out of reach of children. When it comes to knife care, a little effort goes a long way. Keeping your blades sharp, clean, and safely stored will not only extend their lifespan, but also enhance your cooking experience. So don't neglect your blades. Treat them with the respect they deserve, and they'll serve you well in return. Caring for your knives not only prolongs their life, but also makes them safer to use. So, let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We started our journey by understanding the basic concepts of knife use in the kitchen. Recognizing the different types of knives and their specific uses is a key step towards mastering culinary skills. We then moved on to the correct way to hold a knife. Remember, a firm yet relaxed grip is key to ensuring precision and safety. Next, we dove into the various cutting techniques, from chopping to dicing, slicing, and mincing. Each technique has its own purpose and adds a unique flavor profile to your dishes. Lastly, we talked about knife care and maintenance. It's crucial to keep your knives sharp and stored properly to ensure their longevity. In the end, the most important takeaway is that handling a knife correctly is not just about skill, but also about safety. Remember, practice makes perfect. Happy cooking and stay safe. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more culinary tips and tricks. Stay safe and happy cooking.